Alright, I am megaslayer321a, and with me I have Triaz Unit. We are the... Triaz Unit is the top runner of this category, and I am second place, and I'm just going to tab for a second so I can get to the chat. Thank you for the good luck, Aggie, and sorry about your stream. Alright, so this is Pirate Queen's Quest, 100% category. Pirate's Queen Quest was the first DLC that came out on the Shantae Half-Genie hero, as far as I'm aware. And right, let me just... Alright, timing starts as soon as I hit X, so timing starts in 3, 2, 1, now. So
there are two sides to every story.
So, getting right into it. As you can imagine, we play as Risky, the bad girl, in this game, as opposed to Shantae, the good girl. And Risky has a couple forms of movement, the quickest one being sliding, which is what we will abuse the most of. And I managed to skip a mini cutscene there. And Risky, unlike Shantae, gets to go to any stage she wants right from the get-go, instead of having to do them in order. However, we still do Main Street first, because it's the easiest to do with no power-ups. Can't really hear you that well. Oops, and I already failed. Failed the first trick, which is jumping over those cannons. Oh, and I forgot to mention, I'm going to donate $2 for every hit I take, intentionally or unintentionally. So I'm at $6. I cannot hear you at all, Try. It might be on my Discord, I might have lowered it you a lot. Can people in chat here try? If not, I'll just quickly pause it and check my Discord. Okay, I'll just quickly pause it or tab and up to see if his volume is low on my Discord. Oops. Hold up. Nope. Oh, I'll just up him to 150. Say something?
How do I sound now?
There we go, that's a lot better.
Alright, we'll see what the stream has to say.
Well, you might be louder than me now, but at least you can be heard. Ooh, and there's a bit of unlucky RNG there. That guy usually does not get that bomb falling on you. And I got both swag shots.
That firebomb is a bit random sometimes.
Ooh,
it's a lot of sub-pixel nonsense going on with Main Street.
So I think I'm up to $12 now. Oh, and I didn't get any spread shots. That is unfortunate.
I think you're going to be broke at the end of this marathon.
14, 16.
As I was trying to mention earlier, we did have a $20 donation from Clone of Shade during the outage, which was, this is for the swear jar.
Oh, of course, now I get the spread shots. And thank you, Clone, really appreciate that.
So, have we touched on Dark Magic yet?
No, we haven't. Dark Magic is the item we use to power up our stuff, and we need to collect all of it for the 100% route, which this is. For the any percent route, we just need to collect all the Genie Magics to get to the final area. We haven't seen any Genie Magics yet. And the strat for this boss, simple. You use a Tinkerbat to hit the bell, so you can just climb up here and knock the bomb into it. Let it throw down another Tinkerbat and just spam it with the swords. And when it dies, you try and slide into his body, but you fail.
Yeah, his boss is an easy 2-cycle.
Yeah, very, very easy. There's a little bit of tech after every boss. There is a chest drop, which has a piece of Tinkerbrain, the final boss for Shantae. You hit the chest, slide across to the opposite side of it, and then pick up the item. You slide across to the opposite side so you can get off the stage quicker.
I believe something that's also worth bearing note, and that is with the dark magic. Despite we do have to collect it all, we do not have to invest it into upgrades. So I think all in all, we'll invest about 18 magic.
Where to next?
We do not go to Mermaid Falls. Second, we go straight to Tasseltown, which...
Yeah, taking advantage of that sweet stage selection.
I'm just doing a bit of math in my head. So we max out ammo straps, we max out hat, we max out all our weapons except the cannons, so... That's, And I took a hit too early there, whatever. A little bit of a tricky jump there to get over that archer girl. If you hat glide too quickly, you will get hit by her, and I think I'm now up to 22. And this stage also has my most hated enemy of all time, which is the Scorpions. Because
All those.
the Scorpions either deal 4 damage or 6 damage, depending on their stance.
9 times out of 10, it's always the attacking state, which is the one that does the most damage.
Yep, and that puts me at 26.
Something that's also worth bearing note is that Tassel is a massive roadblock from a technical standpoint. Like, you can get through this with like precision, like perfect inputs and everything, but
It was a very close jump.
if one thing goes wrong and you haven't got health, the run basically dies.
Yeah, which... Okay, I'm just going to play it safe here and use that there. Good call, because that was a 6-hitter. And I'm also going to play it a bit more safe in the next stage, picking up some pots I don't need, because ideally you take 4 points of damage to get through some enemies here, and I only have 4 points of HP left. So,
Yeah.
and I'm getting really unlucky with the drops. Okay, that's close. I also normally would not grab these pots here, but I needed that health. Ah, crap. I screwed the jump up. But fortunately, I've given myself 10 minutes of leeway, so should be fine.
Was that just a naughty I heard, Mega?
Oh, yes it was. I apologize for that.
So, how much is that for the swear jar?
I'll put another $2 in there. That puts me at like, 30 or 32. Either way, I had set myself to donate at least $50 by the end of my run. I can probably go as high as like 70. Get up. I am having some stupid fingers going on. This is a cool little jump here to get over that guy.
I think I know which one you're talking about, but because it's stream delay. Yeah, that skeleton. Yeah, jumping over that skeleton is... yeah.
And now we have our first instance of upgrading items. We upgrade our hat to level 3 so that the next part of Tasseltown, which has been dubbed the Sky Bridge by the community, is a lot easier. And I'd just like to put a thank you out to Try, who came up with this idea. because Skybridge with hat level 0 is a nightmare.
I like to say level basic pirate hat for Skybridge is interesting. It's just awful when you like.
Especially when you're learning the game, it's just
Yeah.
it's not fun at all. This is so much easier.
Plus, it's also kind of sad because all of those notes and all of that stuff that I'd written down, just sort of throw it down the toilet. Albeit Skybridge can still kill you.
Oh yeah, if you're not careful, or if you get too many hits. There's another little damage hit here that's really good, otherwise you wouldn't be able to make that onto that platform I just did. And I'm put myself at 36. Oh great, Chuckbirds. 38. I normally would not... 40. I normally would not kill these archer girls and just go through them. But plain safe.
Yeah, the arrows are a nuisance, and I believe they do
2
contact damage.
The arrows deal 2, I'm pretty sure. The girls themselves deal 3 on hit.
Yes.
The birds also deal 3 on hit.
Yes.
I'm just playing it a bit safe here. Alright, and now we come to the second boss of the game, Wilbur, the auto-scroller boss.
Yep.
Well, the auto-scroller RNG boss. So you just slide around the map, and when he shoots out his rooks, you hit the last... On the first 2, you hit the last one that comes out into the cannons, and on the second 2, you hit the first one that comes out into the cannons. And I just realized I'm on spreads. I forgot to try and jump.
Wow. No slow-mo jumps here? What?
No.
What kind of mega run is this?
I don't normally do them because I miss them more often than I'd like to.
Fair enough then. Yeah, so yeah, the reason we do Will per second is we don't really need to invest any magic into any offense for Wilbur. So we can just put it into movement for the time being.
Also, the rocks deal 4 damage, Wilbur himself only deals 1 damage. Ah, okay. Second try. There it is.
The eyeballs also only do 1 damage. I actually don't remember. It's been so long since I've been hit by them.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever been hit by his, the laser eyeball things.
Yeah, eye beams. I mean, most of the RNG we can mitigate just by standing on top of one of the cannons.
Hmm. Slow-mo slide.
Yep. The only way to make an auto-scroller interesting.
Alright, this is the last time you'll have to do this, because on the 4th hit of the cannon, it's just death. Also, Wilbur is a good fight to practice your slides on, because it's not just mashing, there is a pattern to it, even if I actually just mash.
Very sound advice there, Mega.
Yep.
But no, he does have a point. There is actually a bit of a rhythm to sliding, and if you are a hyper tapper, there is also a bit of a rhythm for spread shot as well, which, if you've watched any of my runs, it'll make sense. Because Giga missiles, you just go full sicko, and yeah. spread has a bit of its
Hey,
cooldown.
hey Nori, how you doing? And hey Short. Oh, I don't know how to pronounce your name.
Stolteheim? I hope I said that right.
Probably better than I did. Alright, so now we got the grappling hook, and with the grappling hook we're going to enter into Mermaid Falls, because the grappling hook allows us to pick up every treasure chest that isn't underwater.
And it is exactly the right amount we need for a few upcoming stages.
Let's go.
We also ideally want to get 50 Seekers or 50 Spreads, preferably Seekers though. Been failing that jump lately.
Yes, radioactive, big money indeed. Just had a $53.56 donation from Tripow that reads, "Thanks for the host before. Loved your work, everyone." There's a little heart.
Oh, thanks, Strip. We appreciate your support.
Yes.
So I just upgraded my ammo belt or strap, whatever it's called, so I can actually
strap.
So I can actually get 50 ammo. It's another damage booster. That's more money from me. I can't even remember what I'm up to. I'll just donate 100 when we're done. Call it a safe bet. Nah, I don't think I can afford that. But I will donate a sizable amount when we're done. So yeah, just got a little bit of platforming to get up to the next area before we get to the first auto-scroller of this game. Oh, sorry, the second auto-scroller if you include Wilbur, and we have snapping to that hook that I just love so much because I find it kind of dumb. And I'm not getting the amount of Seekers I want. It just really wants to give me spread shots.
Well, you could always do maximum spread.
And we can, and I will if I have to.
Yeah. Which is why I always find it a lot safer to do the magic investment just before an upcoming boss.
Ah, I missed it. Alright, I'll try again.
Trying for that shot again, yeah.
There we go. That's what I was trying to do.
Oh, right, yeah, I see.
It's a little bit faster if you actually get it.
Yeah.
So this room here, you have to take like 2 steps forward before you start sliding, otherwise you will fall into these holes underneath that I just went over. Yeah, well, let's do that. Alright. Now, how many times am I going to get hit on this auto-scroller for being dumb?
What's this, your little challenge of how many bats can you whack?
Yeah. And getting hit by the bats is 2 points of damage. The bats can also drop melons, but you can't pick them up.
Yeah. I was about to say, so long as you don't fall, you're fine.
Yeah, I have fallen because I've been trying to hit the bats, so...
Yeah. Entertainment can be quite the killer. But speaking of health items and melons, this auto-scroll is pretty much going to give us enough food for effectively the rest of the game.
Yep. However, if for some reason you end up using too much food items, you do have the dark magic to upgrade your health.
If push comes to shove, but I have full confidence that it will not boil down to that.
Alright, so we're coming into the Giga Mermaid boss. However, we're not doing it.
Yeah, no, she's too perfect. We can't. We can't.
This is where I would normally upgrade my Seekers to level 3 if I had 50, but since I don't, I'm gonna wait until just before the next boss.
As we will have one last chance to grind out some ammo.
So we're going into Cape Krusty 1 now, which is another auto-scroller. A much more boring auto-scroller. But fortunately, it's the last one.
And as I like to jokingly do every time with the carpet races, the part where it decides whether your run is valid or not. For those who don't know, during this there's going to be races, and you can actually attack them for drops. And a run is valid if you remove all the competition.
And this is also a chance to get yourself up to the 50 Seekers if you need them.
Yeah. Although they don't seem to like dropping large drops.
No, they don't. Also, that carpet I just landed on is my favorite carpet because it slides you forward. Give me some Seekers. They don't want to. Nah, not enough. Alright. Alright, so I'm gonna upgrade my spreads to level 3. Spreads do deal the most damage in the game, but for this boss we prefer to have Seekers.
Yeah, the problem with doing a spread with this fight is there's a lot of moving around, and spread is ideal on static targets. Obviously these two are not stationary targets, so it will take a little bit longer, but for the sake of the marathon, we can still do this.
Ideally, with 50 Seekers, you 50 Seekers level 3, you spam all 50 of them, and then the last one, whichever one is left alive, has 2 sword slashes left, and then they die.
Yeah, usually the blaster will be left. And something that I like about one of the latest updates with Half-Genie Hero, that was the Jammies update, is that large health pot that you just saw right at the beginning of Cape Krusty 2, that was added in Jammies, I believe, and that just allows us to get a little bit more reckless with Twitch and Vinegar.
That was close. I'm going to have to heal earlier than I would like to. We have to be careful with these lasers because if you get hit by them, you instantly get sent back to the last entrance you came from.
Yeah, and that becomes a problem in a couple of later stages, namely Hypnobaron's Castle and Succubi Factory.
Well,
although that will not happen.
hopefully.
There's going to be no molten death here.
No, there's a couple other things. Spikes send you back to the last entrance, like lasers, so does falling in lava or falling into death drop areas.
Anything that causes you to poof out of existence.
take a hit from that so we can just walk through that laser there.
Yeah.
Alright, and we level this up to level 2 here. For a little trick we're just about to do in the next stage. And we take a hit from that guy so we can slide through that laser. And I'm gonna need heal again if I don't get a health drop from this large pot. Thank you.
Yeah, I guess that's why we're playing Pirate's Quest, is we're grabbing all them shots and just giving it back to Dust, because, you know, Stream decided to go kaput.
Now I would really like some spreads.
From here on, there's only 2 major roadblocks at this point, being Caper Station and Hypnobaron's Castle. Mostly because if you don't get the ammo that you need, your run basically grinds to a halt.
Yeah.
And it just gets mind-numbingly slow.
Wait, get up. See, that's something that randomly happens to me sometimes. I just won't get back up when I'm sliding. And this is very typical for me. I would.
Sounds like the pots aren't behaving.
Yep, this is very typical for me. Oh, there we go.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say we might have a problem here.
That's annoying. And more times than I'd like to admit, this guy out here has hit me with a bomb and then I've fallen into the spikes. And now we level up our Seekers, if we're not crap. And then we do one of the most annoying jumps in the game. There we go.
I hate this jump so much.
That is literally the first time that's ever happened to me. But I didn't just hook out of the stage. Or out of that area, I mean. Alright, so we're coming up to the Ammo Baron boss fight, which is another very easy one. We quite literally just spam him with a couple of Seekers, about 20 or so, and then just destroy him with our spread shots. That was kind of slow. And with all the ammo and upgrades we have, this allows us to go back and absolutely wreck Giga Mermaid.
Yeah. Which is why obviously we needed to effectively stockpile on ammo, because it's 2 fights back to back.
If you're lucky or good, you only need 15 spread shots for Giga Mermaid and about 15 spread shots and 19 seekers. I think it is.
It's, I believe, 19 seekers and 18 spread.
Yeah,
each
yeah.
lock
Sorry,
has 75 health.
Yeah. I only counted 5
There are
locks.
still secrets left
Yeah,
to
no,
discover.
that's fine. Yeah, because each lock has 75 health. A point-blank spread shot does 25 damage, and obviously seekers do 9 damage.
So yeah. And hopefully I get the good attack, which for me is the laser beam. And I got it. The laser beam is the easiest attack to deal with. The most annoying one is she'll shoot out 5 or 6 little balls that are homing target on you, and that one's really hard to dodge. You usually get hit 2, maybe even 3 times if you're very unlucky.
And I guess the other attack which you didn't get to see, or a phase we basically didn't get to see, the other attack that Mermaid can do is effectively just a giant electric ball.
That homes in on you as well. It's much slower than the small balls, so it's fairly easy to dodge.
Very slow, and it does full contact damage.
Yeah, full contact damage. So we just got the cannonballs, which allows us to pick up every item in Hypno Baron or Hypno's Castle. So we only need to do Hypno's Castle once, as opposed to every other stage we need to go back to at least once.
Let's go.
Yes. For a short point in the once routing Half-Genie hero, we were under the belief that bombs were better than spread. Unfortunately, they have now just become glorified keys.
Yeah.
Because bombs have a property of destroying giant rock blocks, which we'll see in a moment.
And I'm getting very bad ammo drops. Also, this stage is basically just one big maze, and it has a couple fake chests in it as well. And that's what Try was talking about, destroying the big stone blocks.
Yes, there's only 2 things that can destroy those. One being bomb shot, another one being the cannon jump, which we'll be getting real soon.
So what was the ammo count you said we needed for the Dual Barons fight?
It is at least 70 missiles and 70 spread.
Alright, so...
That is over the course of the 2 fights.
Yeah. Yes, this is the only fight in the game... Well, that's not true. There are a couple that have 2 phases, but this is the only one I consider to have 2 real phases.
I'd still consider that debatable because the first phase basically doesn't exist. It's so sad. You'll get to see why when we get there.
Also, the easiest dark room in the game. And dark room complete.
Hey guys, do you remember Cape Crustacean's dark room in base game? I don't.
Come on, give me some more ammo drops. Some good ammo drops. Alright. Ooh, nice. So I just need to get 2 small drops of spread shots. Watch me not get them.
Please don't say that.
Oh, I know my RNG. I'm not going to get them.
That's fine, Fire Striker. The run is still going surprisingly well. I don't know why you say he doesn't have the stream open. Yeah. I'm surprised this run is still alive. Like, some of the drops we're getting are awful.
There's a bit of a swag jump you can do here, but I'm not going to go for it, because it's hard.
Yeah, it's scary. Like, somebody please find a consistent way to not make that scary.
There's one spread. Also, these spikes blocks that you see here, they will also send you back to the start of the stage.
Or wherever there's a screen transition, like when the screen pans over, for instance, it will send you back to the last time that would happen.
I am doing bad on my slides. I hate that jump there. I have hit the spikes so many times. Ah, damn it, I missed it. Okay, I'm just playing bad here. Alright, I'll stop trying to be fast and just get this.
As long as it don't fall into pets.
And I didn't get enough spreads. Called it.
Still on 64?
Yep. There's one more chance to get them, but no. Oh well.
Yeah, it's fine. We can work with this.
So now we have a Squid Baron, which is just spam it in the face of spreads. That was bad. I wasted too many shots there. Alright, so phase 2. Hypno Baron will bring Squid Baron up into the air and then slam him down on you. And then they separate after a couple times.
Ideally, we want to take out Squid first. Just because Squids, once one of the bosses have been taken down, the other one enrages and becomes a lot faster and a lot more aggressive, and Squid gets very annoying to kill.
Even when you kill Squid Baron, he's still annoying because your Seekers will target on his corpse.
Yeah, Seekers are a bit janky. It's going to be a similar case with the final boss.
Alright, so now we're effectively in the cleanup phase of the game, where we go back to each stage and pick up the chests we've lost. I mean, lost, haven't got. We also get our double, triple, quadruple jump item.
Where haven't I tried yet?
And we start with Cape Krusty 2, because there is only one item to pick up here. And it is right down here. And this is also where I upgrade the cannon jump so we can jump an extra 4 times.
Cannon jump.
Plus, it's slightly faster to do it now, as once we've done the investment, you just tab over to the inventory and use the flare.
exactly.
which I believe you found.
There are still secrets
It
left
just
to
seemed easier to me.
Yeah, even if it was just a small detail, I was like, I'm surprised no one thought of it.
Yeah, I did it because I realized when you tab over to a screen, you go to the first slot that you're at. Sorry,
Yeah.
a menu, not a screen.
Yeah, no, I understand where you're coming from.
So now we just pick up all the items in Main Street. It is not that difficult.
And sadly to say, the cleanup is very akin to Super Mario World in that we're just going to fly over pretty much most of the stages.
However, we do want to get every large, well, most of the large spots we go by. Because we want to go into the final stage with about 80 ammo
Yes.
of Seekers and Spreads. The cannon shots don't matter at all.
And the best thing about 100% cleanup is obviously you got more time to, more stages to refill. With any percent, you just got Main Street.
Yeah.
And if you don't get the drops, well, run just goes down the toilet.
That is kind of one of the reasons why I'm happy to let Shib have the world record for any percent, because RNG can be a bit of a pain in 100%, but in any percent, it's almost unbearable.
I think randomness has always been cursed in Shantae. Yes, Turkey. Starfish kill runs.
No, not now. Starfish can kill your run the first time you come into Main Street, at least on PPQ. Alright. And there's a chest up here that I have forgotten before.
Yeah, that's an entire 2 minutes worth of tracking that you have to redo if you miss that chest. And I believe there's a similar instance which we passed with Hypno Baron's Castle.
Yeah, I've forgotten that chest as well, the one above the boss transition.
Yeah. Although honestly, they are two easy ones to miss out on. Funny enough, the dark magic in the top left of Main Street is the only dark magic that you can't get on 0%. Or
Well, you
no
can't...
magic upgrades.
Ah.
Clarification.
I'm like, well, you can't get any of them on 0%.
Well, yeah, no, it kind of defeats the point, but no, what I meant to say was that if you're just collecting everything...
And not upgrading anything.
And not upgrading, that is the only piece of magic that you cannot collect. Because you need to invest into something.
Well, assuming the RNG starts off in a good place, Grease, I would hope it'd be a lot easier.
Where should I search next? Prepare yourself.
Honestly, not sure what's the fastest way to get across that little body of water there. Because we can walk underwater now.
But I'm not sure if Kraken Ball still has that reduced movement speed whilst underwater, or whether it removes it.
Oops.
So I've always just glided over it.
I grabbed those two chests above that wet guy as just a bit of safety. Normally I wouldn't get them unless I was running really low on ammo, which I kinda am in regards to Seekers. In fact, there is another bunch of chests that I'm gonna go to that I also normally wouldn't grab because I'm a bit low on seekers. If I can remember how to get to them, because I've never actually gone for them.
There's just one good thing about Mermaid Falls 1 is that it is littered with large pots.
That was way... Oh, come on, get up there. Am I gonna get the glitch? Nah. You can get a glitch where that little crab is stuck in the ground.
Yeah, you got a slightly less malicious glitch in Mermaid Falls.
Ah, I went the wrong way.
Yeah, 'cause when I was doing some practice, I think it was about 80%. This is how I just phased out of existence.
I think like that's the closest we've gotten to a zip in this game.
Yeah, but I think I know exactly why it happened. It was I cannon jumped the exact frame that Risky would have climbed onto one of the hooks, and it was one of the disappearing hooks, the purple ones. And when I tried to do a grapple, that must have still been registered at some point, so I just walked straight to where that hook was, but because there was no hook there, I just fell straight in the water.
Yeah, we've found absolutely zero useful glitches in this game.
Yeah, unlike a couple of the other Shantae games, like Risky's Revenge or whatever,
Or
this
even
category, there aren't really that many glitches or bugs that are a benefit to us. Most of them are to our detriment. Another one we haven't come across yet is, I don't know if there's an actual name for it, I just call it blackout. There are two instances where it can happen. One is we've passed with Mermaid Falls, and the other one in Tinkerbell Factory right at the end. If we skip a cutscene too quickly, the screen will just turn black, and the game will still play out.
I've gotten that one before, Shantae before. Another one I've got, when I tried to hookshot onto one of the carpets in Twitch and Vinegar, I would just fall onto some platform that's below the screen.
Oh yeah, I think I remember seeing that clip, perhaps.
Yeah, I showed it off
yeah,
in the...
Yeah.
In the...
I forgot Pirates Cove. Busted. Sorry. So I was just responding to Nori that, yeah, Pirate's Curse is not Nori,
Turkey?
yeah, no, Greaser, that Pirate's Curse is equally as busted. But I'm not sure if that's explicitly for the Wii U or if that's...
Alright, now we're at the point of the stage where you can just glide across the top. Oh, and I'm also perfect on ammo, so I don't have to worry about picking anything up. Just have to worry about not dying.
Oh, you're now more than set.
And of course, when I would actually like a big heart, just for a little bit of safety, I don't get one.
Bomb drop? Close enough.
There we go. Whee! Right, so there are a couple hidden chests in the climb, which, if you stop playing this run for a couple of months, you forget about and end up destroying every little turret. Or at least I did.
I mean, different strokes for different folks, I guess, but I basically just pointed out a few landmarks and went, okay, this is where I need to pop a bomb. So there is one during the sliding zigzag, just after the first Scorpion Gal, and the next one is after like a block elevator.
Yeah, I just remember where they are now.
mean, I think it's worse in Half-Genie Hero because it's trying to find the ones that aren't empty. And I think there are a lot more rooms that you can explore for 100%.
Yeah.
Whereas with Pirate's Quest, it's fairly straightforward. There's just 2 of them you gotta bust open, and both of them are on the right.
And since we picked up one of the genie magics earlier, we're going to have one more chest in this area and 2 more in the next. And then, assuming I didn't miss anything, which I don't think I did, that's everything.
Yes, I believe you picked everything up to this point. I mean, you can always check through the menu once we've bottomed out of Tassel.
Nah. I know I haven't missed any genie magic, so that's all I really care about. See, 15 out of 15. And there's no secret hidden 16th or anything dumb like that.
Nope.
Can those spikes hit you if you're not on the screen? I don't think they can.
I believe they can still bop you because, like, there's still an invisible ceiling, but you don't lose any vertical momentum from it.
Ah, too soon. Alright, there is a little bit of a strat to destroying this box. I screwed it up. If you get hit by the arrow whilst you're activating your bomb, you won't jump up as high as you normally would. Probably like a half a second time save, but every little bit counts.
Yeah, it looks very precise.
Also, if you jerk birds there, it's kind of impossible.
Yep. Because everyone loves birds.
Yep. Alright, so now we're coming into Is Hideout, the last stage in the game. My favorite stage on any percent, because it just feels so good to do it. It's still pretty fun on 100%, just a lot easier.
Excellent job. Let's go.
I screwed this up in practice yesterday. Ooh. Okay, normally I wouldn't have grabbed that hook, but I accidentally used a bomb I didn't want to. And this is a very tricky section, because if you accidentally hit jump whilst you're falling, you will hit the spikes.
The only big problem with Tinkerbat Factory is it can start feeling very frustrating when you're constantly hitting death pits and just general death.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff in these stages that can send you back to the start of the level.
can start feeling very frustrating very quickly. But yeah, Tinkerbell Factory is one of those stages where if it's done right, it looks really easy. But when one little thing goes wrong, the whole thing feels like it just goes to pot.
That wasn't a great Tinkerbell Factory, but it wasn't a terrible one either.
I mean, we're alive.
Yeah.
That's the best bit.
Alright, and now we come into the Shantae fight. So Shantae transforms into a couple things. We want the bat or the elephant. And the strat here is run up into her face and shoot her with spread shots a lot. Monkey's not bad.
I believe you can also get away with the harpy, but yeah, say bat and elephant are two that we kind of want because we can work with those. Monkey, it's all over the place.
Shit, I was on
harpy.
Seekers when I wanted to be on spread.
Harpy, you got a small moment to attack. Crab is a bad one, Spider's a bad one, and Mouse is awful.
I don't think you can get Mouse on Risky.
You can get Mouse. It's what you call teleportation. She transforms into a mouse.
Oh, I thought that was lightning.
Oh no! It's Mouse transformation, and it's one that you don't want. Neither is the Spider that I've only just seen. It just does a lot of damage.
Wait, get up. Also, time is coming up pretty soon. When the screen fades to white, that will be time. And time.
Sorry, I completely forgot about Mermaid.
So did
It's
I.
also a pretty good
Also,
one to get as well.
I don't think I've ever killed Shantae with the Seekers. And just to make sure this was an official 100% run, we'll just go to the 100% screen. Which comes up after this
So there you have
in like,
it.
I don't know, 5 seconds.
I would have had it all if it weren't for these bunglers, imbeciles.
Yeah, I think finishing time was what, about 56:22.
Yeah, it's not that bad.
Makes me want to punish you all
That's still 2
again.
minutes within my personal best. 2 and a bit.
56 is still good.
Oh yeah, definitely. Alright, so... was it an official 100% run? It was. Also, playtime in this game is so far off the bat, it's hilarious. Alright, thank you all for watching. Thank you for supporting supporting our Bushfire relief teams. Thank you to megaslayer321a for donating $80, which I will do as soon as I get off of this. And good luck to Wilbo, who's coming up next with Portal 1 and then Portal 2. Alright, have a good one all.
Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen.